interfacing. Okay, so it's the same thing. We're just now going to interface it. So I'm going to sew it down. So it still goes on the back of the right side of the band, just like the muslin interfacing on the same place. I just pinned it earlier because maybe it was in segments. I have a hard time figuring out where I'm going to put it, so I'm going to think ahead, and then I don't have to worry. It's going to have to come out the same way. Hope it comes out. I don't know. I'm a weirdo when it comes to But then I get a lot of energy too. This woman I made Chinese pretzels for the bake sale. About putting the interfacing onto your band. Okay, so you offset it, and it's always on the back of the right side. Okay, then the lap side is going to be the flush side. This part of the zipper. Okay, so we're going to attach the back, the back of the band, see the back of the band, to the back of the skirt, like this. Back of the band. So basically, yeah, okay, so this is the right side facing the wrong side. Okay, the back of the band, that meaning the back part here, facing up to the back, the wrong side of the skirt. Okay, that's the flush side. Okay, so that it's just opposite of the other two methods. We were sewing the front of the band to the front of the skirt. Now this one is going to be the back of the band to the back of the skirt. Okay. So don't get them all mixed up. Okay, there's only 3 ways that you got to do it. And we have to do it to the other piece, because I'm supposed to be continuing sewing to the other side, but this is segments. Okay, so this one here now, this is the back of the band to the back of the skirt. And then you see my notch here. Okay. What it is it matches the notch here. See the where my pencil mark, see they match each other. Is because we have that 1/8 underlap sticking out, so don't expect it to line up like this. It doesn't. Okay, you have it's the zipper, and part of the skirt is. See, this is where the actual 5/8 is, and the 5/8 is there, so it matches up. Okay, so don't freak out when they don't line up because they're not supposed to. You should be 1/8 of an inch over your underlap. Okay? All right. Just wanted to kind of tell you that because that can be kind of tricky. Even me sometimes, and then I find out, oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. You gotta think it out. Yeah. Full moon, oh man, you know, I gotta watch it. My husband used to. Alrighty, so now we got so you can see that when you sew the back of the skirt and the back of the band, then the front is going to come to, the front of the band is coming to the front. And then we're going to do all the top stitching there. Okay, now we're going to do the ends again. Okay, so back to the same old thing. Okay, you want to put your band, we're going to do the flush side first. Okay, so you're going to fold your band in half, same thing. So you're seeing it for the 3rd time. Okay. All right. So fold it in half. I find this a little bit more you have to control because that's the stabilized part is not set down. Okay. So fold it in half. This time you see the back of the band sewn, so you turn that up. Okay, like this, and then you match that with the stabilized side. Okay, so turn that up. sew it down. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat lunch because I wasn't hungry. Now I'm hungry. Ooh. All right. Alright, let me sew this down. Okay. Squeeze. I won't drop it. Alright. Okay, so same thing. It's kind of crooked. Yeah, over that one. This seam not affect my seam. It's a little crooked. We'll see what happens. Just gonna check to see if I'm gonna keep going. Even though you may not have anything. Okay, half of it, then take the tip off. You've seen that 3 times. Turn it out. Okay, so now this time it's just the opposite of the hand sewn method. Everything is to the front. And we're gonna top stitch that area. Okay, stuff everything into the band. And so here's what you're gonna get. Okay. Bringing the front, everything to the front. Okay, we're gonna do the L shape. The L shape is also backwards. So what you're gonna do is fold it in half. And then this time you have to start this way. So I'm going to turn this around into the machine. I'm going to start this way. Back tack where I see the gathering, you know, that 5/8. For you it's a skirt, you know, the skirt side. Sew the L this way before I came down here and went to this direction. So it's just that it's switched around, so you're going to find it a little bit different. Alrighty, put this under. Come on. I need to sit nicely. Right. And also leave that little gap so you don't sew the skirt into the band the wrong way. Okay. I want to see how close I am to the gap. Oh, I'm far away. I can go some more. Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. All right. Make my L. Okay, so underlap with an L. Just a little, just opposite though. You know, kind of going the other way. That's my L. Now you got the gist of it, huh? What you gotta do. Once you learn this thing, it's easy. You can just whack every single band you do in your whole life the same way. And okay, so here it is, the L, and I left a little space, and then we trim it. So now it's easy to see for the 3rd time what you're working with. Okay. But that's a nice thing. Once you learn all these little basics, then it's easy. When you don't learn the basics, then you reinvent every time you do it. And to me, I think, you know, you just waste time, and you can be making money. Now you just turn under 5/8, and what you want to do is when you're top stitching, that you pull this band just like just a hair over the stitches underneath, just to cover it, so you only see the top stitching. Like that. Okay, but make sure everything is flat and pressed. Okay, let me kind of force this one down too. Okay. But don't be afraid to make sure everything is in its right order before you put it down. Okay. There might be a little thickness in here, and you could trim some of it out to take the bulk out. Okay, because it might be really thick, and you can break a needle and stuff like that. So go easy. I'm gonna see if I can just maintain the regular thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the very end. You can start just a little ways, just so that the top stitching looks continuous, you know, from the underlap, but maybe it looks better on a product that it went all the way to the end. Okay, so now just kind of tuck that seam that you just sewn the back of the band to, just so it doesn't show, and then do your 1/16 edge stitch, okay, to that. Okay, you shouldn't be overlapping any deeper than that when you're edge stitching this thing. Okay, so it just covers your stitch, and it maintains your seam allowances and everything else. Okay, so that's top stitching, and how come this is going to go here? Flip it this way. Let's see, like I'm continuing the sewing of this thing. Okay. Coming around the other end. Okay. Okay, so this is top stitch method. And don't worry about how it looks in the back. If it's flat and it doesn't stay on the line, don't worry. You have to do this from the top. See? So you can see this one kind of waving around on and off. Don't worry about it because it's already been sewn down, so it's just the stitching from this side that you see. And some people keep flipping because it's, you know, you can get a little jerk here, which is not so hot. Okay, so here we go. Lap zipper with top stitch method.